Hello, Dr. Dike Drummond here at thehappymd.com, and in this brief video I'm going to introduce you to the Physician Burnout Prevention Matrix, a four-part matrix that contains 117 different ways to lower physician stress and prevent burnout. If you understand the energetic bank account concept for the pathophysiology of burnout, that was in our last video here in this series, then you'll know there's basically two ways to prevent burnout in the first place. You can lower the energy drain at work, or you can get better at recharging either at work or at home. And there's basically two entities that are responsible for these prevention activities. One is me as an individual doctor. As individual doctors, we all bear a tremendous responsibility for taking care of our own needs, making sure our physical, emotional, and spiritual needs are met so that we can have energy available for other people. However, in many instances, we as doctors are not completely responsible for the working environment where we do our clinical activities. We may work inside a hospital, inside a larger organization that is responsible for the patient flow, the building, the billing, almost everything about our clinical activities except for our personal communication with the patients. So our organizations bear a responsibility for helping us prevent burnout as well. Hence the matrix. Let me show it to you. As you can see across the top, there's two columns. One is lowering stress, and the second is increasing recharge. If you look, there are two rows. One is personal, one is organizational. Down below this video frame is a document that you can download that contains the entire matrix of 117 different stress relieving tools. Let's just go through a couple examples though from each quadrant so I can give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Ready? Great. Quadrant number one is personal stress relieving activities. The most researched and powerful one of these is some sort of mindfulness-based real-time stress relief during your office or hospital day. I teach a conscious breathing technique called a squeegee breath, which works very well for this to allow you to release stress during your day in a way that actually prevents it from accumulating in the first place. Another example of a personal stress relieving activity is learn how to do an effective BID team huddle. That's where you get everyone involved in your patient flow, receptionist, nurse, you, all together for just a couple of minutes at the start of each half day to optimize your patients for that half day. Sets you up for a lot less stress and a lot fewer surprises than if you don't do it. Let's move to quadrant two. Quadrant two is personal recharging activities. A couple great ones here are, one, making sure that you do a weekly life scheduling process. Write down everything about your life outside of medicine on a scheduling system that you carry with you. Basically, if you don't write down exercise, if you don't write down time with your kids, if you don't write down the things that are important in your life outside of medicine on a schedule that you have with you all the time, those things are highly unlikely to happen. And carrying that schedule with you at all times allows you to say the most important word for work-life balance. That word is no. I'm sorry. I can't help. I have a previous engagement. So it allows you to say no. Another example of a personal recharging activity is making sure that for the next 2 months into the future, you always have date nights scheduled with your significant other. At least 2 a month is what I recommend. But if you don't get out ahead of it and schedule them well ahead of time, they aren't going to happen. Let's go to quadrant three. Quadrant three is organizational programs to lower physician stress. Couple of examples here. Make sure your organization has a standing physician wellness committee with a budget and a charge to optimize the health and wellness and satisfaction of the physician members of the group. How about that for a start? Second example would be make sure that physician mentors are available to all new doctors coming on staff to teach them the ropes and answer their questions. And for doctors who are already on staff, make sure that physician support groups and mastermind groups are available to anyone who wants to participate in regularly getting together with a colleague to discuss the stresses of your work. And last, quadrant four. Quadrant 4 is organizational initiatives to help you recharge your energetic bank accounts. How about this? On-site exercise facilities. On-site classes in stress management, yoga, meditation. On-site concierge services to run errands for doctors during their busy workday. And again, this is just a start. There's a link on this page for you to be able to download the full PDF document of the Physician Burnout Prevention Matrix with all 117 ideas for how to lower stress and prevent burnout. I encourage you to download that report. If you have any questions or need some assistance in implementing any of these ideas, you can always reach me through the website at thehappymd.com. So this is Dike Drummond at thehappymd.com, hoping that this gives you a springboard for some ideas to take action and lower your own stress. Keep breathing, and you have a great rest of your day.